This story only has two possible endings: the end of nuclear weapons or the end of us.
Without peace and security, we will not be able to resolve any problems of sustainability.
I think the chief obstacle is the way that we think about nuclear weapons.
We become more exposed to vulnerabilities than exposed to direct threats. And also threats, they become faceless.
Treating nuclear weapons as symbols of power has made them desirable to every state who feels threatened.
Today, we are not threatened by other nations, more or less. Threats are diffused.
Nuclear weapons are a threat to our common humanity, to peace and security. The international campaign to abolish nuclear weapons, ICAN, is a global coalition that brings together hundreds of organizations and thousands of campaigners all over the world who have committed to work towards the abolition of nuclear weapons and have now been honored by the Nobel Peace Prize for their role in achieving a treaty that comprehensively prohibits nuclear weapons.
The bulk of the progress comes not exactly from the governments, but from private sector today.
122 nations have adopted the treaty, but of course for the treaty to enter into force it needs at least 50 ratifications, and that will need some time and a lot of effort.
Well, it's sufficient to look at what's going on today. Sanctions, economic pressure is taking more and more the role of the direct power application.
Nuclear weapon states and their allies often say that this movement has no effect, or the treaty has no effect without the participation of those states that actually hold nuclear weapons. But I think that underestimates the normative change that is underway. In time, it will become unacceptable for every national constituency for its government to have nuclear weapons, and this normative change affects all states.